Hi, thank you for joining us on our session today around driving circular practices in our products and solutions. My name is Megan Carrasco-Beyer, and I am the Global Product Sustainability Marketing Lead here at Dell Technologies. And today I'm joined by Katie Green, our Global Sustainability Product Planner, and Sarah Gilliam, our Global Services Sustainability Marketing Lead. And we're going to be talking about circularity, as we said. And to level set with that, let's talk about what the circular economy is. According to the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, they ask us to redefine waste as a resource for another process. So it's a system solution framework that tackles global challenges like climate change and waste and pollution. And it's based in these three principles: eliminating waste and pollution, circulating products and materials at their highest value, and then regenerating nature. We are obviously focused more on those first two, and hopefully through those actions, we're able to help regenerate nature and help reduce the intensity and our demand on the planet. And our moonshot goals are built around the circular economy as well. By 2030, for every product a customer buys, we will reuse or recycle an equivalent product. 100% of our packaging and more than half of our product content will also be made from recycled or renewable materials. So we are really driving circularity within our company and want to share with you some of the practices that we are using for that. We also conducted a recent study with IDC called The Role of the Circular Economy in Sustainable IT Procurement. There's lots of great data points in there, but three that really stand out that we want to share with you today are that 79% of respondents rank sustainability as important regarding their planning and procurement decisions for IT equipment. 62% agree that the circular economy describes their approach in IT planning and procurement, and 83% agree that sustainability is an important criteria for buying IT equipment, usually within the top three. So with that context set, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So Katie, this is one of my favorite slides because it really represents the entire life cycle of our products and all the different areas that we're trying to address. Do you want to talk to us a little bit more about this and the work that you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for having me as well. Happy to be here. What we're focused on in the client product group is this front end, the design, build, and then ship it out the door. We also look at that energy use contributions, making sure that we're reducing the carbon footprint in each of the different development stages. I have some deeper information on our product carbon footprint and how that's calculated.
Great.
When we look at the example here on the right-hand side, Latitude 5000 series, you can see that the majority of the carbon footprint is made up of in the manufacturing stage. So that's why designing for sustainability is super important. Making sure that you are prioritizing the components with the lowest carbon footprint, prioritizing suppliers who provide renewable energy for their factories, so that reduces our carbon footprint. And then, like I mentioned, the energy use is one of the second largest contributors to the product carbon footprint. We, of course, pay attention to the packaging, transportation, and logistics. Always choosing something like ocean shipping over air shipping is going to help reduce your carbon footprint of the transportation. And our packaging is 100% recycled and renewable materials and also 100% recyclable. So that helps lower the carbon footprint as well. Sarah will talk to us a little bit later about the end of life stages of the product and how Dell can help with recovery solutions there to reduce the carbon footprint and continue regenerating that in the circular economy. Okay, so let's use design to look into some other ways that we're reducing the product carbon footprint. And designing for every stage of that product life cycle is how we continue to reduce that impact from the beginning of the product's ideation stage all the way through to end of life. From the materials that we use in our product and packaging to the amount of energy they consume, how they're delivered to you, and how you maintain them are all considerations for our team of engineers. If we look across the slide here, the materials selection is extremely important. We have been able to reduce the product carbon footprint of our 5000 series Latitude by using a mixture of different renewable and recycled materials. We use post-consumer recycled plastic, reclaimed carbon fiber, renewable plastic from towel oil, and other things like renewable oils and rubber from castor beans. When we look at the packaging, we've transitioned to packaging made from 100% recycled and renewable materials. We also reduce the size of the packaging, and by reducing the size of the packaging, we're able to fit more products on a pallet and reduce the carbon footprint of the logistics stage. We also want to highlight repairability and upgradability. Ensuring that the product is easy to repair will ensure that the different components within the PC are able to live their extended life. We don't want to recycle a PC at the end of life if the components inside of it still have usability to them. So making the PC easier to repair and upgrade will extend the life cycle and therefore reduce the carbon footprint overall. This idea takes us into some of our other circular design principles. Product design plays a significant role in reducing waste and emissions. Want to look through some of these things and touch on a couple of things we've been doing lately. When you look at designing for durability, like I mentioned, extending the life cycle of the product as long as possible, making sure it's able to endure the wear and tear that we put on it, but not just for one life cycle, but maybe for the second or third as well. Using materials that are able to, have bumps and scratches and still keep on ticking is definitely critical to ensuring the durability standards. When we look at parts harvesting and recycling, this is what I mean about extending the life cycle of the components within the PC. If they're able to be repaired and harvested, then they can be repurposed in a refurbished product later, therefore enhancing not only the product life cycle, but the component life cycle as well. And then lastly, we want to dematerialize, taking a look inside of our PCs and ensuring that all the components there are absolutely critical, making some key decisions about which PC components could be reduced or optimized. And by dematerializing the PC of those components, we're able to reduce the product carbon footprint overall. We also know that we need to evolve our business practices, looking at things like increasing the take back rate of our products, looking at how we can cascade that ownership from one user to the next and ensuring a really great product standard in its second life as well. And then also the idea of sustainability or product as a service. Once you're through using it, that you're able to return it back to us and we can reimburse you for the value that still remains. All of these ideas kind of take us into something that we announced last year called Concept Luna. Concept Luna is intended to push the boundaries of design, driving innovation to reconsider, reuse, and recreate a reduced product carbon footprint product. This has been created to test what is possible, not necessarily to be manufactured and sold right now, but the design ideas in Concept Luna explore making components more easily accessible, replaceable, and reusable, and therefore reducing the resource use and keeping even more circular materials in the economy. You can see from the side here, we had a couple different areas of innovation in Concept Luna. We were able to reduce the product carbon footprint by more than 50%. We used 10 times less screws for easier access into the PC and removal of the internal components. We made some of the key components with the highest product carbon footprint more easily replaceable, like a keyboard or a display that are often damaged. And then we used new keystone innovation locking mechanisms to ensure that it's easy to get into the PC and make those repairs when needed. So looking at Concept Luna, we took all of those design principles mentioned prior and incorporated them into a concept product, like I mentioned, to test what's possible. So stay tuned for more of these similar type innovations in our products to come. That brings us lastly to some of the materials. I mentioned earlier that materials are a key part of that product carbon footprint, and this has been a key innovation area for us at Dell. From post-consumer recycled plastic to closed-loop plastic, ensuring that the products that get recycled get reintroduced into our supply chain so that we can repurpose them in future products. So stay tuned for more innovations on our sustainable materials, and I'm going to hand it over to talk more about asset recovery.
Thank you so much, Katie. And we're going to bring in Sarah here in a second. But I think one of the things that's really important when we're talking about end of life and take back and all of that is that a lot of this work that we're doing in materials, we ensure that the material is still recyclable at the end of life. So there's a lot of work going into finding these materials, but making sure that they don't end up in the landfill, that we're not, metaphorically kicking the can down the road. So just ensuring that we're thinking through it from start to finish. And with that, let's go ahead and bring in Sarah. Sarah, welcome.
Hi, yes, thank you so much for having me. Now that you're familiar with our approach to designing our products and sustainable materials, I'm excited to share with you our approach to providing responsible recovery and recycling solutions. Our services protect our customers' data and safeguard their brand reputation while ensuring the reuse and recycling of materials. From the beginning of our product lifecycle to the end, recovery and recycling are part of our process and plan to make a positive impact. Through our take back process, we always focus on trying to refurbish and reuse devices or materials first. Refurbishing systems returns value to customers to fund future technology while keeping systems that still have life in the economy. Extracting parts reduces the need to make new ones and extends the lifespan of viable parts. Extracting materials for closed loop recycling accelerates the circular economy and helps reduce the need for virgin mining and materials. And last but not least, recycling any other materials that can't be reused extends the life of these materials in other industries, supporting landfill avoidance and promoting the circular economy. So according to Gartner 2020 Market Guide, ITADs continue to struggle with two material categories of risk: data security and proper environmental recycling. At Dell, we understand there are many challenges managers face disposing their IT equipment. As your company refreshes technology to stay competitive and to keep employees productive, you're likely asking yourself a lot of critical questions around your aging IT. For instance, like, how do you protect valuable data? Does the equipment have value? Can I trust our partner to adhere to standards? Do we understand environmental compliance and regulations? Or will these systems just end up in a landfill? All very good questions that we are here to help. With over 25 years of experience, we can help bring you peace of mind to retire your IT equipment in a secure and sustainable manner and unlock value that you can put towards future innovation. In addition, we believe we have a responsibility to protect and enrich our planet together. And our reputation of adhering to strict standards for environmental compliance worldwide further cements our commitment. There are 5 key areas we prioritize with our services. First, we focus on data protection and security. We sanitize devices, and if not, we physically destroy the devices to prevent data recovery. All our processes are in alignment with NIST SP 800-88 R1 standard data sanitization requirements. Next, we focus on partner management. We vigorously vet, audit, and hold partners accountable to the highest ethical and environmental standards. From there, we work to get you the most value for your equipment to help your business grow. If systems are not eligible for value back, we concentrate on recycling your IT under strict standards for environmental compliance. In 2009, we became the first in the industry to ban the export of non-working electronics and e-waste to developing countries. And last, we prioritize responsible recycling. On average, 70% of materials our business services recovers are reused throughout the industry, while the other 30% is responsibly recycled back into the supply chain. Now let's get into what our business portfolio looks like. At Dell, we provide solutions for all our company's needs. For client devices, we offer asset recovery services. Available in 36 countries, this service manages the entire asset disposition process, regardless of the brand. We sanitize devices and prioritize reuse to minimize waste and maximize value. Assets with no value are responsibly recycled, creating a feedstock for the circular economy. We provide a comprehensive report of the process, including the ability to manage and track the entire process online via our Tech Direct portal. For infrastructure solutions, we have 2 services you can select based on your needs. The Tech Refresh and Recycle program enables you to refresh and recycle your outdated storage. IT departments can recycle products in operational condition to take advantage of next generation Dell storage, data protection, or HCI product offerings. Enterprise customers can also benefit from our data sanitization with asset resale and recycling services. This is where we use software-based methods to securely overwrite operational system data to render it unrecoverable. We can also provide asset disposal solutions by removing your retired equipment, sanitizing at a secure location, and evaluating for resale, reuse, or recycling. If you want to learn more about our services, we recently released a blog on October 14th in honor of International E-Waste Day. International E-Waste Day is a global observance focusing on raising awareness around recycling and the correct disposal of e-waste. Please go check it out, as it shares a lot more details around recent refreshes, as well as some pilots we launched to explore new avenues of recovery and recycling. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much, Katie. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys got a lot out of that conversation. Again, we're just talking through the circularity of the entire life cycle and how important that is to our business, to our customers, to the planet. Thank you for taking the time with us today. And if you want to learn more, just go to dell.com/sustainability. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.